Today on Live Daily News, Stango's Pizza and Coffee Shop is making a comeback, San Angelo police investigated a school threat, and Raw $18.99 is for sale. I'm James Bellini, and this is Live. We'll get to the news in a minute, but first, the ArcLight Bar and Grill is having a fight night. This Saturday, you can catch the fight between Canelo Alvarez when he puts his world titles on the line against Edgar Berlanga this Saturday starting at 7 p.m. Watch the match on the largest video wall in San Angelo with 13 other flat screens, only at the ArcLight Bar and Grill inside the Clarion Hotel, located at 441 Rio Concho Drive in San Angelo. Starting things off, if you dropped your children off at school this morning, or if they drove to school, they probably noticed an increase of security. Last night, a threat was made against Central, and Police Chief Travis Griffith addressed the situation. In a post on social media, Griffith said one statement that was made was about someone being tackled at Central, that they were maybe trying to do an active shooter situation, and was arrested with a gun. Those are not true. That did not happen. Griffith did assure parents that the SAPD would continue to monitor the situation and take appropriate actions. He said, "Right now, I want you to know that your kids are safe, and we are going to be giving you that peace of mind. No arrests or incidents have been made, and if anyone has information, please contact the San Angelo Police Department." Into downtown, Stango's Coffee and Pizza is making it a comeback at a new location, but still in downtown. Stango's announced a couple weeks ago that they would be reviving the popular restaurant, and now they are hiring. In a Facebook post, they said they are hiring self-motivated individuals for waitstaff and kitchen staff. Previous experience is preferred but not required, and they have part-time and full-time positions available. You can apply, or you can call or text at 325-650-8486. Email a resume to stangospizzaparlor@gmail.com, or head on down to 208 South Oak Street across from the Cactus Hotel. Workers were seen this morning at the new location placing new windows in the building. Have you downloaded the San Angelo Live mobile app yet? It's free and it's the best app in the business. Download it off the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store to stay up to date with news in San Angelo. And staying in downtown, Raw $18.99 has been put on the market as the owners have decided to sell the business after 7 years of operation. The owners made this decision to focus more on spending time with their family. The property is currently listed at $1.5 million, and the sale includes a fully renovated 4,250 square foot location, along with furniture, fixtures, equipment, and business operations. While Raw $18.99 remains open, interested parties have the opportunity to view it for its current use or explore other business ideas. Into whether the heat has already started making its way back into San Angelo, but things look a little cooler next week. Right now, it's 90 degrees outside with a high of 91 and a low tonight of 67. For Friday, the high is 99, and then Friday night, the clouds roll in for a partly cloudy football night with a low of 74. Then over the weekend, the highs are 100 and 99 on Saturday and Sunday, with lows in the mid to low 70s. Starting next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, look to have highs in the mid 90s with lows in the low 70s. When we come back, I went out to Wall yesterday to get Hawks head coach Craig Slaughter's view on the loss to Brownwood and the upcoming game against Jim Ned, and how Wall looks to block Indians defender Carter Lang. And then Scott Turner, the ASU director of Aviation, comes into the studio for a great interview. But first, a word from the Bass Bunch.
It's our giant tag sale.
Giant tags plus hail means one thing: giant tag hail sale prices. Right now, during our giant tag hail sale, you can get a brand new 2024 Ford Explorer XLT for just $32,977. But hurry, these are selling fast. Our giant tag hail sale at Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston Hart at Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
All right, we're here with Wall Hawks head coach Craig Slaughter. Played Brownwood last week. How do you feel the game went?
No, again, I thought the kids played pretty well. You know, that's a very, very good opponent. It was a battle. I mean, tied at halftime, and I think tied through three quarters. You know, ended up going down 17-7. But I thought the kids played great, and really proud of them.
Yeah, holding them to 17 points, it's got to be encouraging as far as defensive guy here.
Yeah, no, I thought the defense held up, pretty good. We lost a couple of our, offensive pieces that are really probably half of your play sheet, that we're looking at on Friday night. Again, credit to the kids. I hope we have that same type effort with just obviously a few more offensive plays this Friday.
And this Friday got Jim Ned come to town. They kind of mirror you. You know, they promoted their DC to coordinate to offensive head coach or to head coach.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel?
You know,
how
us
do
and
they-
Jim
how do they
Ned
look?
always have a great battle. You know, last year got us in overtime 17-14. The year before we beat them here 3-0. You know they beat us 3 of the last 4 years, and you know we know it's going to be a really tight game. And in the fourth quarter, you know you need to make just a few more of those plays so the game goes your way.
You got Carter Lang on that defense.
No,
he's a standout player.
Yeah, playing outstanding, a tough kid, talented kid. Yeah, no, he's a very good football player, big time football player.
How do you plan on containing him?
You know, he plays, you know, obviously some tight. I actually move him around. He plays some tight end a couple times. He's been in the backfield, and he is always on that D line. You know, he's kind of like Browland or Stansbury. You know, he's just a kid that, you know, going into the game, he's going to make a few plays. You know, you just hope you slow him down, contain him good enough that he doesn't wreck the game.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the Giants and who will never, ever flinch.
And welcome back. I'm James Bellini, everybody, here with Scott Turner, the director of ASU's aviation program. Mr. Turner, how are we doing today?
Doing great. Good to see you.
All right, so you've said that this aviation program been about 4 years now. Just talk about how the program is overall at this point.
Yeah, so we started in 2021, so we're going into our 4th year now. We have 2 tracks in the program. We've got a commercial aviation administration track, and that's for people that want to be ATC, you know, air traffic control people, maybe airport managers, FBO directors, people like that. And then we have a flight operations track, and that's for people that want to be professional pilots, airline pilots, maybe military, maybe heavy cargo, something like that. And so most everybody coming into the program wants to be a pilot. So I'd say, you know, 90% of our student body right now is comprised of those that want to be, you know, they want to fly for Southwest Airlines, or they want to fly for FedEx or something like that. So it's a full 4-year degree. We have plenty of students that come in with 0 flight experience. They begin that freshman year. Lots of times they're going right into flight. Within a week or 2, they're up in the air. And they'll go through the normal 4-year program like you would at any university to graduate with their commercial aviation degree. But along the way, they'll also pick up all their certifications. So they'll get private pilot, instrument rated, they'll get their commercial license, multi-engine certification, then a certified flight instructor, or CFI, and then for certified flight instructor instrument, CFII. So when they finish with us, they'll not only have their bachelor's degree, but they'll have all those certifications and maybe 350 hours of flight time as well. And so we graduated 3 last May, which was about a year ahead of time. So we weren't projected to graduate anybody until spring of 2025, but we had several students that were go-getters, and they jumped right out and said, hey, we want to keep flying, we want to get those certifications. And you know, ASU, we're a student-centric type university, and so ASU says, yeah, if you guys are ready to go, then we'll make some adaptations and we'll keep flying. Now we fly year-round, and with pretty much all the flight classes. And as a result, the students were able to get all their certifications done in about 2.5 years. So when you come in with dual credit hours and you can graduate a little bit early, you know, we can get you certified early too. And now they're like the 3 that graduated in May, they're flight instructors for us today. So they're teaching other ASU students. So we have ASU alumni teaching ASU students. Oh, it's fantastic. And then we have another 12 that are going to graduate in this December. and then we'll have another 20 that will graduate in May of 25. So the number we were trying to hit, we wanted to be able to graduate 5 by 2025, but we'll probably graduate up to 35 total by that time, maybe sevenfold what we had anticipated.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so things are going great. The students are awesome. Really, really proud of them. They're working really hard. And at the same time, they're creating this culture within the program of collaboration, strong leaderships coming out of this group. And yeah, things look really, really good.
Well, let's talk about collaboration, though.
Sure.
I mean, we talked a little bit beforehand, but everybody seems like they're on board here. It doesn't seem like you're getting opposition from anything. You're getting a new facility out there. You got students flying brand new aircrafts. I mean, it just seems like everybody is
absolutely
in the same direction out here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you want to win, you got to create a winning team, right? And so, San Angelo is kind of like that. San Angelo has this ability, at least it seems like to me, that this, I don't know if it's the West Texas spirit. I don't know what it is, but you've got this this sense of good enough just isn't good enough. We want to be the best at things, you know. And so at ASU, it's the same thing. We didn't want to just create an aviation program. We want to be the best. And, you know, we've got great partnerships with the airport. Jeremy Valgardson out there, the airport director, great guy, very focused. He's instrumental to how we run our program and making sure the airport and the program itself are aligned together. And then you got Skyline Aviation that provides our flight training. Skyline's owned by Blake and Brian Vincent, Lloyd Norris, and Jared White, all ASU alumni, all focused on becoming the best. We buy airplanes from Diamond, brand new, straight from the manufacturer. 90% of our aircraft are less than 2 years old. I mean, I've got students flying those airplanes. They still have the new car smell. You know, I mean, it's phenomenal what we're able to do. And that's unheard of in this world where you have programs all across the country that have been around for a while, but not all their airplanes are brand new. You know, our students, they even come back from trips where they do fly-ins and touch points and meet other students, and they'll tell us, man, we're so fortunate. We get to fly brand new airplanes. And even our Diamond, we have a Diamond 42, which is the multi-engine aircraft that we use to train for multi-engine. And I mean, that airplane is an amazing aircraft. It looks like a spaceship. It's just so cool and brand new. And that airplane's a $1.2 million aircraft, and I have 19-year-old pilots flying that thing, you know, and so we're just really fortunate. You know, you have a group of people that own the flight school that are just really focused on becoming the best and willing to put in that investment, which is just a huge investment. You've got a university that's very diverse in the way it thinks and always adding new things and not afraid to expand on ideas and those kind of things, and not afraid to adjust to the market either. Right. We'd come up against something and we'd want to make a little bit of an adjustment and we get it done, you know. And so we're just real fortunate. We got those team members, and then the city has always been behind us. Mayor Gunter's always been a big supporter and always had a big vision for the airport. And so I think when you have a team like that, and you put all this effort in there, everybody's working hard for the same goal, and when you're all pulling in the same direction, then you know where you're going. So we've been very fortunate.
Now, when you think students, you think, oh, like a student driver driving around some old beat up.
Yeah,
thinking
sure.
There's duct tape on the wings, but these are brand new. How many planes do y'all have? How many planes are y'all?
We have 23 aircraft right now.
Is that growing?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got 8 more coming from Diamond. In fact, we're only restricted by the number of aircraft that they're able to assemble every year and give us the brand new ones. And I mean, to be fair, we could probably go out and pick up some old Cessnas and those kind of things, but we've made a decision that we're going to stick with this type of aircraft. it helps us run a little bit more efficiently. The mechanics know the same type of aircraft to work on, and so because of that, we've got orders standing with Diamond. Every year we want to say 8. We want to bring in 8 aircraft every year until we say stop. And so we got 8 more coming next year, a 9th one with the new DA-42 that's going to be coming sometime February or March, somewhere in that neighborhood. So the fleet's growing, the student body is growing. We've got 192 students now, and we're certainly on our way. Yeah.
Get to work, Diamond. Come on, you're holding back our students here.
I know. But everybody's doing the best they can.
Right.
Again, it's a bit fortunate that we're able to put all these pieces together, and it just kind of fits well. So far so good.
Well, with that many students, that many aircraft, you got to have some facility, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do a lot of, we do the university type classes. You have your typical core classes, and then we have the commercial aviation classes like human factors, aviation law, principles of transportation, those kind of things. We do that at ASU, and then we do the flight training out at the airport at Skyline. But because we're growing so big so quickly, Skyline has built another FBO called the St. Angelo Jet Center. We'll be having extra space in the back of the Jet Center for simulators and classroom space. And then ASU has made a big investment with donor support for the ASU Aviation Training Facility. And it's just right next door to that FBO. So we're literally changing the skyline at the airport right now. So
that's incredible.
It's great. Yeah, that facility is a huge facility, 15,000 square feet. We've got 3 big classrooms in there, a big lecture hall area, open area for students to study, pre-flight and post-flight briefing areas, conference rooms, offices, a big room for simulators. It's going to be really something. It'll be ready mid-January. So, right. It's going to be great.
All right. And where do your students fly? I mean, when you say you're taking me out on a flight, where would we go? How would we come back?
Again, it depends. Everything in aviation is about the mission. It depends on what the mission is. If the lesson that we're going to work on today is just doing touch and goes and flying in the pattern, then we might do that for an hour. Maybe end up with 3 or 4 takeoffs and landings, and we won't go anywhere. We'll just stay out at the airport. Then other missions maybe we're going to go out and practice maneuvers in the east practice area over around Wall, and we might fly at 5,500 feet out there, do power on and power off stalls, do steep turns, things like that. So we might go out there, and then when you get into doing your cross countries, we may fly out to Brady or Midland and back. And then when you get into commercial and you're doing a lot of long cross countries, our students will fly to Oklahoma City and back. They'll fly to around El Paso and back. They'll fly down to Houston and back. And so again, it just depends on the mission, but we'll cover quite a bit of ground.
And 192 is that? And you said that ASU kind of projected 65 students 4 years ago. Now you have 192. What's that growth mean to you? I mean, obviously, I can tell you're super passionate about this. Obviously, everybody is. Yeah. But that growth, I mean, are you happy with 192, or do you just want this to keep? Because you told me this isn't for a hobby. This isn't for someone trying to get their pilots license. This is for people who want to fly for the big aircraft, the big air.
Your airlines and stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. I messed that up.
Yeah. No, I mean, you have it's a full 4-year degree, and then these students that come to us, they are degree-seeking students, and because we're focused on a specific industry, right? So you get a marketing degree or a management degree. That may not be for a particular type of industry. You could go in different places, but for commercial aviation, we are focusing on becoming professionals in that industry. So if you're an aviation administrator degree recipient, you're wanting to run an FBO or work at TSA or work at ATC or something like that. If you're doing the flight operations track, then your goal is you want to be a corporate pilot, or you want to fly for Southwest Airlines, or we have a specific target.
Right.
So when we had originally projected what the numbers would be, we projected around 65 students by 2025, by the spring of 2025. And, since then, we've seen that we have a great opportunity here. We've got great partnerships. There's a huge demand for what we're able to produce. And so we just adapted and readjusted and set those goals higher, because we can achieve them. So we got 192 now. I think we'll probably grow around 100 per year until we get to a place where we feel like we might be limited as far as how many airplanes we can put out there. How many students can we fit into these places. So we will reach a point one day where that will kind of cap off. But even when that happens, we'll certainly be one of the largest programs in the country for sure. And we've got advantages. Our biggest advantage is we fly a lot. San Angelo produces some really great flying weather. So for that reason, our students get to fly maybe a lot more than, let's say, students in East Texas or something like that, because we just have really good flying weather.
Right. Would y'all take me up in a flight?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Band to put that down.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right. How do how do young adults say, hey, I want to do this? How do they get started? How to talk to the kids out there right now who want to be pilots?
We do information sessions every 2 weeks. We do hangar tours every couple of weeks. And that goes on year round. And in summer, actually, we do a lot more than that. But they need to get applied into ASU. They need to fill out the application, get applied and accepted into ASU. Once that happens, and if they want to do flight operations, then there's some additional requirements they need to get. They need to have, they've got to have a driver's license. We want them to get their medical certificate. And then they've got to, we're going to look at their GPA, ACT or SAT equivalent, and we have them take a cognitive skills test. And then we rank those scores, and we rank them from top to bottom, and the top 80 come in, make it into the flight operations track. The others that didn't make it in, they can reapply for the next semester. They can continue on at ASU in the commercial aviation degree, but maybe they'll be in administration until they can work their way into flight ops. So far so good. That's why it's working out pretty well.
All right. Well, Mr. Did I miss anything that you want to get across?
No, I think we covered a bunch. Yeah.
All right. Well, Mr. Thank you for coming in today.
You bet.
I mean, I'm happy that everybody's on board.
Yeah.
Sometimes you try to get things started, and one person's not really on board, and it just kind of falls apart. But it sounds like everything is smooth sailing.
Oh yeah. Everybody's
like good weather, good San Angelo weather.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Thank you for coming in, sir.
You bet. Appreciate it.
Back to you guys.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thanks for watching the Live Daily News Show, the only locally owned news show in the Contra Valley. Go like us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms, and download the San Angelo Live mobile app to stay up to date with news from in and around the Contra Valley. Thanks again, and Cover One returns tomorrow.